The World Health Organization issued new guidelines on Wednesday recommending people reduce their daily intake of free sugars to less than 10% of their total energy intake.
The new WHO guidelines recommend to reduce free sugars intake to less than 10% of total energy intake, which for an average adult means roughly 50 grams of sugar, corresponding to approximately 12 teaspoons.
The recommendations are based on analysis of the latest scientific evidence, which shows that adults who consume less sugars have lower body weight. The advice does not apply to naturally occurring sugars in fruits, vegetables and milk, since those come with essential nutrients.
If we were to cut back on portion sizes and substitute foods for the sugary snacks that we have, I think that that's really quite a reasonable goal.
There's a lot of sugar that goes into all sorts of products like bread, which you wouldn't think should be there and doesn't need to be there. So generally speaking, if it is to preserve people's health, then why not?
The highest levels are seen in South America, where people on average consume 130 grams of free sugars per day, more than double the 50 grams allowed under WHO's 10% recommendation. Sub-Saharan Africans, in contrast, consume just 30 grams per person per day. In Europe, meanwhile, sugar makes up 7 to 8% of the daily energy intake of adults in countries like Norway and Hungary, with 16 to 17% in countries like Spain and Britain. Experts have long railed about the dangers of sugar, and studies suggest that people who eat large amounts of the sweet stuff are at higher risk of dying prematurely from heart problems, among other complications. Galang, CCTV.